Look at this. Bows on this. This is awesome. Of course, I don't get like a bow tie. Anyhow, that's just a little bit of my fashion for this week. Okay. Welcome to Brett and Eric Discuss.
Today we're going to discuss whether you should wear a mask or not wear a mask. So, Brett, does it even help to wear a mask? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've seen some conflicting reports between the World Health Organization and the CDC. The World Health Organization says there's no evidence it does help. However, they do recommend masks for their healthcare workers. So,
which is ironic.
You know, that's hard to understand. Yeah. CDC recommends a mask more for not passing it on,
right,
versus actually receiving it.
Yes.
There haven't been any real tests that I'm aware of with real world conditions in regards to COVID-19. They've been testing with other viruses and so forth.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not doctors here, so we're not making official recommendations. We're just two guys discussing this like the rest of the world is today. But, with the CDC recommendation to wear a mask, I think their idea is, to your point, Brett, give you herd immunity. If you're not spreading what you have to everybody else, the rest of the herd is safe. And that makes sense. And then there was a doctor, actually I should recommend his channel. Dr. Mike Hansen has a YouTube channel that discusses COVID. Go check it out if you get a chance. On his channel, he discusses the fact that there could be a correlation between the dosage of virus that you get and the severity of the infection, which makes sense, right? You get a couple of virus particles, you might get a minor infection because your body can catch it, but you get a bunch of virus particles from, somebody sneezed. Disgusting, by the way, like totally disgusting. Don't sneeze on anybody, whether you have COVID or not. But, then you could get a severe infection from something like that because you're getting millions of virus particles. So what about freedom, Brett? Do you think it's an infringement on freedom?
I think you're going to have a large percentage of the population say yes and no,
really?
Very strongly.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be, like most things, people in the middle that, can kind of understand both people's points of views. I think ultimately, if a store wants you to wear it, I guess you're going to have to wear it to go in. And I guess they're trying to go for the majority of the folks that want protection.
Right.
And I guess they're willing to alienate themselves with people that say, well, then I won't shop there if you won't let me walk in without a mask.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing. It's really a tough scenario.
Yeah, I think it's tough for everybody. Everybody's under a lot of stress, right? And I think we as citizens, if we feel like it infringes on our freedom, just understand that people don't have to serve you, I guess, right? Like if they're trying to keep their other customers safe, you can vote with your pocketbook. Take your money elsewhere. Go someplace that will let you in without a mask, I suppose. I want to see people being civil. I've seen far too many things on social media about people acting crazy about wearing a mask, which I think it's unfortunate. It's a stressful time, people. So
yeah, people should just take it easy. But give us your comments. What are your thoughts about this, folks out there? Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has different experiences where they've gone.
So what about let's say you have a belief, Brett, that 100% you absolutely don't think that it helps, right? You've read something and you don't trust it at all. You don't think that it helps. Should you still wear it because of the expectations and the rules and things like that? Should you still wear it?
Well, I guess you should if it's required to go somewhere that you want to go.
Yeah.
As you say, vote with your pocketbook and leave if you don't want to go into that location, that store, what have you. On the other hand, there's no downside.
Right.
You wear it as a safety precaution because maybe they'll find out down the road that it's needed. One time asbestos was the greatest material in the world,
right.
And now asbestos is the worst material in the world.
Yeah. And
it was used in everything, and now it's horrible. Maybe we'll find out, 2 years from now that a mask would have helped, and that could have saved somebody. So why not go with it if you're required to do it somewhere and accept it, and just for the double protection?
I think socially it's really tough for Americans especially. In Asia it's pretty accepted. You see it on the news. They've been doing it for decades now in some cases. They're okay with it. I think culturally it's difficult for Americans to accept it. But I agree with you in respect of others. Show you care. right? Well, I mean, so what if it doesn't help? It probably doesn't hurt. Most likely doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't heard anything that says that breathing through a mask would hurt. Now, but some people say that the air pulls around the side. You know, I've got my mask here, that it comes around the side and it can actually accelerate the path of the breath or the airflow of the breath. And I think that's unlikely. There's too much evidence against it. Too many populations have been using for nearly 20 years now to great effect. I've seen these people crammed into trains in Asia when I travel over there, incredibly close quarters, and they're they're not having massive outbreaks of things because a large percentage of them are wearing masks. In fact, the idea really is to contain anything that you might have. So most of the people you see wearing a mask think that they might be sick, so they're trying to respect others and show other people around them that they care.
That's a good point. I think really trying to pull together, showing that you care, showing respect for other people, family members, co-workers, strangers on the subway, as you speak of. Because we're going to get back to that point where people are going to be on subways, right, buses, besides just busy shopping malls, shopping center, and so forth. It's just a matter of respect. You know, it's a short-term thing, but it could turn into long-term.
Yeah,
you know, in China, they've been doing it for a while. You know, with the smog and everything.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to end with this. Please, as Brett said, comment down below if you have any thoughts on this subject. We'd love to hear from you. But my other thought is, let's say 5 years from now we find out that the masks don't help at all. We can all have a good laugh about it. I mean, literally think about it. There could be hundreds of memes about how we all wore masks for 2 years or whatever it was, and it didn't help at all. So, you know, let's just try to stay positive about it and have a humorous outlook instead of getting angry at our fellow Americans.
Hey, thanks for watching Brett and Eric discuss. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give us the thumbs up.
If you have any comments, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment down below.
Also, if you haven't already subscribed yet, please do so.
Next to that subscribe button is a notification bell. If you like these videos, ring that bell.